We are live, yo. What's going on, everyone? Happy October Day. Happy Red Day. I hope you are all doing well. Do apologize, I am a few minutes late. Punctuality is important, but who cares? I'm only going to be here very short. But my main mission tonight is to save people from themselves. So, guys, welcome to the stream. I can already see some of my brothers and sisters over here. Man like PT, what's happening, bro? LFG, hey, Rayco, what's going on, bro? We're gonna save ourselves. What's going on, Mr. Caveman, my brother? How are you? How's the big easy, man? I hope the rain is easing off. PT, my guy, went all a little too crazy into yesterday doing a kid. Yeah, we're gonna quickly talk about that as well. Look, my sole focus tonight, I was actually not meant to be going live. My mother and my sister are flying in from London, and the whole idea was to just focus on that. But I'm telling you tonight, I think what I'm about to say is going to save a lot of people, because there's an extreme amount of FOMO in the market, and people don't really understand what it took to get here, what it took to lose it all in terms of DCA and price. I mean, between now and last week, we're significantly down. So I'm gonna try and put some calmness on it. I did a video today that was absolutely, for me, it was a genuine video because it was how I felt. But this is a marathon and it's not a sprint. So yeah, big up, bro. We'll talk about Aether. Mancy in the building. Listen, you're getting relegated, bro. You're getting absolutely relegated. Zilla in the building. What's going on, my brother? That's my guy there, legend. Sammy. By the dip is the man. Muzz, what's happening, bro? I hope you're well. We got our entire crew, and yeah, B tweets in the building. Shout out to every single one of you legends. Shout out to Muzz, PT. Shout out to Caveman. Big shout out to every single one of you. I'm going balls deep into Carrot and Prime. Fantastic starting point. Brilliant projects. And I will do the same, especially looking at these prizes today. But let's talk about something that one of our VIP members came out with. And what I did actually is to try and make a discussion point for us out of this, because this is actually what I was planning to talk about. And he dropped a brilliant question, an absolutely fantastic question. So we're going to talk about this long cycle versus a short one, right? And we're going to talk about Benjamin Cohen, right? So we're going to look at this is a brilliant question, and this is how we should be talking to each other, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to be here too long tonight because I have guests coming over, but I promise you this is one of the most important videos that I'll ever do, because it's part of my strategy. It's what I do for myself, and I like to share that with the community as always. So shout out to the brother who posted this. He said, look, I'd like to hear your thoughts on Ben Cohen's perspective of this current cycle, right? So this is the stuff that we're going to hear perpetually. I kid you not, we will be at the top of the cycle, ready to sell. And the current feeling now is how people come back and hold bags, right? Guys, I hope the sound is good. And I'm going to put this here, buying the dip, because buying the dip is important. Of course, we'll talk about Carrot and we'll talk about Prime, but essentially this question is something that everybody's wrestling with. So if he's correct, so his perspective on the cycle or the potential of having a shorter cycle, if this is correct, if then we have room for alts to go even lower from the current phase, which I believe he might be right about. He said he's right about, but he might be right about. Okay, So there's an argument for, an argument against. Bitcoin dominance, he said, looks very strong, regardless of whether we go higher or lower. Many people believe that we will have a left translated peak this time. However, if we had that, we would see BTC above 80,000 by now. So regardless of Ben Cohen, these arguments are absolutely where we should be in order to position ourselves in our projects. And he said, look, regarding the dominance, this is what he thinks. Resistance at 54K. We may go back to 54K. And he's not DCA'ing heavily. And I would like to see BTC dominance drop. So fantastic question to at least 58%. A brilliant, brilliant question. And I think all of us need to calm the hell down, relax, and see what this is all about, right? We take a breath, we buy a little bit here, we buy a little bit there. But before we do that, let's go into this. So this is what I was kind of talking about myself, a traditional cycle versus a left translated cycle. And if we're going to be, as a community, if we're going to position ourselves in the best possible way, I think we could be ready for both. Because if you've been accumulating for the last 2 years buying the dip, it's almost inconceivable that you wouldn't have cryptocurrencies for fire sale in a left translated cycle. So why worry about it, right? If we have, so this is my argument. So this is DXP's traditional cycle kind of take. So what I'm saying here to this brilliant question is historical patterns, they are always predictable. The gods have decided that this thing goes in a 4-year cycle. Pandemic never changed it. Why would it change now? Now, that doesn't mean, are we able to take some decent profit? Are you able to go and buy potentially a Lambo or whatever you want to buy in kind of this year, towards the end of the year? Maybe if the election is, if we have there's variables there, you know. Maybe Trump gets locked up and then comes out and sends crypto. We don't know. But all I'm telling you is chill the F out, because a lot of us are buying stuff like if it's the last day on earth. And yes, we can. You can buy $100 here. You could go and buy yourself 100 Echelon Prime for $1,000. It's all relevant. But my argument is this. If this community, if everybody here right now has been accumulating for the majority of this year, so what's that, 6 months? And if we've been accumulating throughout the whole of the FTX and beyond, a left-leaning cycle doesn't scare anybody, right? In fact, bring it on. This should be our attitude. Having said that, the market sentiment and psychology. So in my second point, so let me just finish that first one. So each cycle typically sees 12 to 18 months post-halving. And I'm going to change that. And I'm going to say this is slightly wrong, because I would say it's more 14 months, right? So each cycle sees its peak and we get double peaks. So last cycle we had not one, but 2 peaks, right? So brother said, I feel like you're talking to me. I'm not, because I know you're accumulating beautifully well, and that's all going to come back to you in great profits. I promise you that. I mean, I know that much, because if you're ready to, you know, I remember one of my favorite albums is called Ready to Die, and one of my other favorite albums is called Life After Death, right? So this is how I'm playing the cycle. So if this pattern is true and it's held previously, every time, it's never failed us. That pattern, that 4-year pattern, is more or less programmed to Bitcoin. This pattern held true in the past 3 cycles. It'll be no different now. The only difference here would be the ETFs may extend it. So we may see an extended gold type like Bitcoin run, and ultimately maybe alts will have their own traditional cycle. Who knows? But this is another thing to consider. The pattern is held true, and that behavior has continued in the last what is that? 10 years, 12 years, 14 years, 15 years, right? So that's not going to be any different. We're in an asset class that's going into its third bull market. It's really nothing, but every time it does the same thing again and again. Now, market sentiment and psychology. So traditional cycle have been heavily influenced by sentiment and investor psychology. This is where everybody's falling into right now. When I was thinking about this, I was saying to myself, wow, what's the sentiment today? Oh yeah, the Fed's not going to cut rates. If you look between the lines, you would have known that, right? It doesn't matter what the Fed does now. They will cut the rate at some point. The Eurozone has, Canada has, other countries have been doing that. So that's pretty imminent. Now, the fear and greed index is another thing. It swings in a predictable pattern during a bull market and a bear phase. While Bitcoin dominance does play a role from a psychological aspect of the market cycle, the psychology cannot be understated, right? So how you feel now about everything that's happening is what you're going to take with your making your buying decisions, driving both Bitcoin and altcoins performances in relatively predictable manner. Okay. So all of a sudden now, the left-leaning cycle question, there is something else, because they want us to believe this. They want us to believe that the bull market will be over, and to buy aggressively, maybe at higher prices, while people are buying, or smart money is buying lower. Now, regulation and institutional adoption is the first time we're having that. So you have to remember that, guys. This is the first time we are having institutional money. ETH was last year what? A potential security. I mean, not Ethereum, they've excluded ETH and BTC, but potentially proof of stake cryptocurrencies had a massive scrutiny. Several projects that we know came under the spotlight. Now, check this out. So let me just separate my point here. So as more institutions enter the market, the cycle may become elongated or moderated, but the fundamental pattern of accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown remains intact. My third point here is this basically, the trends have to be stabilized, right? Reducing extreme volatility at some point and adhering to more traditional cycle. So whilst I believe that we do have evidence and we do have people saying that they want a quicker cycle, I don't really think that Bitcoin dominance alone is the one silver bullet that we need to look at. So even though the dominance looks strong, it's important to remember that during the previous cycle, we often saw Bitcoin dominance rise initially during an early bull phase and then decline as the altcoins caught up. That was facts. Everybody can check that out. We've seen those in the charts. And then the current phase may be simply a precursor to a stronger altcoin rally. Guys, later in the cycle. This is probably, and one of the reasons I was saying, guys, I'm making a point here that is a hell of a point, right? Because what you're seeing right now is institutional money, bloody hell, like in record numbers. We're being shaken out of the market. But this point right here is probably the most accurate. The current phase may be simply because a precursor to, and no one's talking about that. So what we're seeing here is price level and resistance. So the prediction of Bitcoin visiting 56K or lower aligns with potentially the old traditional cycles, right? Bitcoin retracing, because one of the arguments was he could see Bitcoin going down to $56,000. Now, such corrections are normally healthy, providing opportunities for consolidation before the next major up. The longer the consolidation and sideways action, the more violent the upward trend is for altcoins. Couldn't care less about Bitcoin. Of course, we care about Bitcoin, but we're buying a lot of shit coins and low cap gems. So those people take profits. even institutions are buying meme coins, right? This behavior is consistent with traditional cycle theory, which often includes multiple corrections before reaching the final peak. Absolute facts. Now, while Ben Cohen's perspective for me provides a valuable insight, I believe you should be prepared for adhering to your traditional cycle, buying your altcoins, and just chilling out. Now, what would I do in the case of a left-leaning cycle? Well, like I said, we've been buying. So if we look at the last cycle, and again, before I come to you guys, I'm going to show you something here, because more often than not, the charts always tell us a different story. All right. And I talked about this a bit last night. So let's look at this and see where we need to be. Right. Right. What you see here is the first period, right? Let me just remove these. Remove joins. Okay. Have a look at this. So this is the last bull market before we topped out. And this if this doesn't make you feel more confident about how to approach the bull market, then guys, I'm sorry, I really can't help you, because you got to look at this, right? You've got to really look at this and say to yourself, this is the only time in the last cycle that as a retail investor, I would have had made crazy gains, right? So if we go, and we need to really, like, sometimes I know it's painful because I go through that. So you had this run here that pretty much peaked and ended here. So it was okay if you entered the market here, because you would have been on that peak. And if I make this a little bit smaller, you could see what those two peaks were, right? There we go. Double peak. Now look how these two, so you climbed that with that initial pump. Your altcoins went to shit. Then there's that second pump, right, where metaverse and all this kind of other stuff was going, absolutely, NFTs and all kinds of madness. But some of the altcoins that did all-time highs over here did not achieve the same over here. So this is, I'm looking at around the first part of 2021, around about peak in the summer or April. And the second one, I'm looking around November 2021, right? So you had a period here where your altcoins, I would probably say from here to there, you had a crazy period where your altcoins went all the way, doing unbelievable numbers. And then you had to cool off. And a lot of people then got shaken out because they'd never sold here. They dumped all their coins only to buy them back when they saw this run. But then stuff that dumped never pumped again. All right. So what's my takeaway? My takeaway for the community is this: prepare for the longest cycle, the most, abundantly cash-filled cycle ever, based on the inflows of the ETFs. There is institutional money right now, and you could be looking into that. So prepare for the longest cycle, but also be absolutely prepared to take profits based on this theory of potentially having two tops. All right. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to come to you. We're going to talk about projects. We're definitely going to talk about the likes of Echelon Prime and Carrot, because I did a video today about some of these crazy discounts that are available to us right now. This is a generational buy, $400 million. Fantastic project. Decent tokenomics. And Carrot is something that I'm interested in as well. In this kind of phase of the market, I'm looking to collect maybe slightly better quality and then buy the really, really crappy projects at a much lower price. So I do like both of these. Now let me go to the legends. Start with Sammy over here. Only memes will really hold up. Okay, I think August, September will absolutely. So if this is the theory that you have, I would definitely say I've seen evidence today that the blue chip memes were all absolutely battered, right? So, fantastic point. In terms of memes, yes, accumulate memes, but what kind of trader are you? Are you looking into the election? Because I really believe that the meme season, and again, I'm working on a tremendous meme project for the community that could potentially deliver a 20 to 100x in a short space of time. Hopefully, I'll announce that once I get more insight who's involved in that type of thing. Guys, I'm not playing against the casino, just the same as I'm not against playing in the futures market. You know, when you have directional trend trading, it's fantastic. But I do think that meme coins are going to be here to stay. Having said that, meme coins are a game of musical chairs, meaning that you need to get your seat pretty quickly. So definitely, I do like that point. 70, 73, 7350 is not the peak. It's just a hill. Absolutely, bro. ETH is the next play. ETFs are come absolutely, man. Ethereum, for all people talk about their dominance, and ETH. Look, ETH BTC has never reached the heights of 2017, so it's been losing against Bitcoin ever since. But I think it's going to be crazy. I really, really do. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Met Fury meme looks risk worth taking. I haven't actually seen. Let's have a look at Dex tools. Guys, the memes, buying memes is all about timing and having alpha. Honestly, what's it called? Met Fury. I can't believe it, man. Let's check Met Fury. What's going on, Hassan? Long time, my brother. Let's have a look at the website, because you do get some crazy projects over here. Token address. Met Fury. It's 100k market cap, 17k in liquidity. What's their X saying? 400 followers. So yeah, this one is incredibly risky, but it is the boys club, right? So yeah, good shout. Very good shout. I'll keep a watch of this. Thanks for that, Hassan. Good to have you back, man. Exactly. Price don't even matter right now for the bags, but I've seen no reason to do a little trading. Absolutely, man. Sammy, that's it's all about that. If you saw some of the stuff I was posting today, no, in the Discord, I mean, come on, man. I am a super degen. And again, like I said, on behalf of the community, I don't want to do just memes. I want to do quality memes. And I'm working on a mega meme project that I've been told about, and I'll bring you as soon as possible. But if you're in our Discord, you know that we never discriminate. Whether you're a meme coin, shit coin, we will take a look. Having said that, I do emphasize a little bit of caution in terms of quality, or control as much as you can. I've lost tons of money trying to trade them, but lately the quality is becoming a lot better for these meme coins. This pains me going on to on it a bit longer. I can see blockchain education interviews, brother. This pain is don't worry about it. I can see dry summer taking place. Yeah, listen, summer is going to be extremely dry. I think summer is always a time historically where we saw the worst of performances. But I can tell you right now, if we were given the opportunity 12 months ago, listen, any of these analysts, nobody can predict the future. The only thing we can do is stay calm, stay hungry, and just do what we need to do slowly, right? So, look, I do agree with you. I have tons of, I mean, look, I'm buying things that I believe in. I'm not deviating away from that, but I do have list of gems that I'm also taking. List of gems that a year ago I never thought I would actually get my hands on, or 6 months ago I never thought I'd get my hands on certain projects. One of these projects is Prime. Let's focus on gaming a little bit, because gaming offers us one of the most significant upside to this bull market. And if you haven't closed your gaming project targets, another person was asking me today, what do I buy? Everything is discounted. Well, what are you holding, and what would you like to hold? I'm holding Alf, CAS, TechTerm and AI Tech and all of these projects. But what would I like to add? And I would like to add some blue chips and some DGM plays. Not equally, because I have to stack up on the blue chips. But for example, if you look at Carrot, 87 million, Prime, 400 million. All right, enough blue chips over there. But look at Miria, 91 million, Mavia, 85 million. Already we've got so many different projects here. GFAL had an unlock. I think GFAL would be okay from here, tokenomics wise. And then you've got the micro cap gaming projects. You've got the likes of Creo Engine, Duel, Shrapnel does have a complete meltdown every now and then. I mean, what is it now? 16 cents. This was under 10 cents. You've got stuff like PCP at 7 million. Look at playable games. Playable now is 7 million. And then you've got new ones like Affin, OTK is at what, 6 million? These guys just don't have exchange listings. That's their problem. Then Bloodloop over here at 6 million. And you can see here Bloodloop has been bought up and had a nice little 34% pump, which is nice to see, but it's still way too small. Aether Games, I mean, this never really did anything from the launch. You got LitLab over here. What is it? 79% down. You'll make a lot of money here, but the exposure has to be measured. You got stuff like R Games, Bullyverse. How much is it now? 4 million. G3, ICNX. I mean, the market cap surely is not 379 million. 49% down. Wow. You've got the other carrot, which is Alaska Gold Rush. And then WAST Games over here. WAST Studios are 500,000. Are you telling me IconX is below WAST Studios? Interesting. But yeah, guys, look, plenty of opportunities over here. And I've just been buying like quality. I've got enough crap in my life. Me just grab some decent quality and then close off the likes of Miria, add to GFAL. So yeah, that's how I'm playing, man. What is happening, Dave? Big David Fox said, why don't you like quant? Man, I've done QNT videos, if you look at my channel, and I never disliked it. Quant was something that it has, come on, man, it's got London on the picture. I was quite proud of having an associated cryptocurrency with my city, right? I never disliked quant. And quant could come out one day and start talking about, I don't know, tokenization and look, foundation of digital finance. And you can see here they've obviously upgraded their website, which is good. Again, heavily from the ends. But look, if quant had a different technology, I think they would have done amazingly well. I think the overledger is slightly, in my opinion, look, making CBDCs work for offline payments. This was what, May 2024. That's good. May 13 to showcase programmable payments at EBA Day. Distributed ledger technology for standardization. Look, they've been at work, which is good. And we saw a little bit of this with H-bar. But it's not that I don't like it. It just had the longest sideways consolidation in the history of mankind. Quant was one of the best performing assets in the bear market. When everything was dumping, this thing never went below $40. I kid you not. So, look, maybe it's time to just watch this space a little bit closer because we don't know what they're working on, but you can see that they've got stuff for CBDCs and that type of thing. So, David, great question. It's not that I don't like them. It's just the fact that I sold it to buy better projects that actually did 10, 15x since then. Boom, boom. What is my brother saying over here? Can we change this? All right. Let's go to Sammy's comments. So I can't click on the comments. Apologies, guys. I've just had a malfunction at the BBC studios. Let me know if you can still hear me, guys. You should be able to hear me. Where are we? Yeah, Must said what? Playing Bon Jovi. Place to Glory. Beautiful tune, brother. Just talk about the banana zone. Someone needs to launch the caveman coin. I think we need to do that in our community, bro. What do you think? Honestly. Myriad nodes. Yeah, myriad nodes are pumping it. I think they obviously they increase the sell pressure there. Game tokens strictly in AI and L1s and one DEX. Beautiful. You will make money like that. Stop trading memes, bro. Apparently, it's so I was so good at picking them, not holding them enough, getting punished. Yeah, it's a tough game, but if you do get a one from the ground, then obviously that's worth it. David Fox said, "Mint layer, baby. Tell us again, 100x." Yes, possible. Absolutely. Coin is going to turn off your stable coin standards. Programmable, absolutely. Where are we going? This is a good place to DCA. What's going on, Peter? Good to have you, especially AI Tech and Polytrade. Absolutely, both AI Tech, Polytrade. I mean, listen, today has been just take your pick, really. I haven't really seen anywhere where I was disappointed heavily with the level of discount that was on offer. The discount was like something out of Only Fools and Horses. So AI, let's have a look at AI real quick, because AI today, I've never seen AI beaten this much. AI is completely mashed. And yeah, we only have to look at the 90-day, but look, even in terms of dominance, some of the best AI projects now, for the first time, fully diluted, OX AI is below 200 million. Great to see that. AGI over here is just 170 million at 22 cents. Considering a bag. AI Tech over here, 15 cents. Look, they follow these three actually are quite correlated. Like these three follow each other. Chain GPT, AI Tech, and AGI. But the surprise to me was Hash AI got absolutely dumped. Hash AI right now is at $75 million market cap. And we don't know what's going on there. Zero Labs DAI actually perform incredibly well, up The only project up here, 36% in the last 90 days, and it's been dead for a while. So 38 million for Hash AI. Palm AI got dumped today. I think Palm AI had one of its craziest dumps of the day. Market cap 36 million. OFN, despite holding up very well last week, 29 cents and 17 million in market cap. I think it's a decent entry there. And AI Pad have been disappointed. I don't know what Superman has seen in these guys, but I suppose he was an early investor into AI Pad, and the other guy was Crypto Gains, telling people that this is going to be $100 contract. So big up Crypto Gains and big up Superman, two obviously massive YouTubers. But AI Pad, man, at this point in time, micro cap, I mean, money might come into it, but another extremely this GT protocol had a massive GT protocol was under $1 today at some point. Again, there is a bit of inflation there, but GT protocol right now at $1, that's haven't seen that too often. YAI came down from $50 million or $60 million all the way down to $5, and you can see here it's still up 12% for the 90 days, which means has this actually completely seen its bottom? And what you can see here, a lot of these AI tokens now are becoming to their right, I believe their right value relative to their market cap. And guys, a couple of tips. If you see liquidity of a project, like for example, you can actually look at the liquidity and you can look at the concentration of market cap and determine, where the big wallets hold a particular project. Probably a subject that we would go into a bit further with the Discord community. But Based AI, $4.71, market cap $168 million. Don't tell me now it can't 70x or 50x. That is a rival to Tau. So BAI, one of my DGen plays over here, $4. Right now, they're launching their mainnet. So let me get rid of Tatsu. I think that stuff is BS. So we could actually add a few more into this watch list over here, but I think AI is a brilliant place to go and do some good shopping, guys. What's going on? Sorry for being late. What's going on, Big Tony, man? T in the building? Trying to escape the matrix. Bro, honestly, call it what Ross does. Ross just says, I'm mining USDT. I don't even call it work, he said. And he's a business owner, right? Anybody who's got a job, just call it. When you go to your office, smile and just say, look, when you turn on your work computer, I'm mining USDT. Because that's as much as relationship you will have with work in the next, this year, end of this financial year, this cycle, and probably next cycle. So by the money you make in this cycle, do your own thing, come back, buy the best altcoins you can in the next bear market, and in 2 cycles. And 2030 is not that far away, guys. We're in 2024. So you're looking at 6 years, 5.5 years from here. We could be seriously, this group could be looking back and saying, man, what do you mean by these altcoins in the dip? Of course, you're going to have a list of altcoins to buy. So yeah, we don't call it work here in the DXB community. We call it mining USDT because that's the only thing it is. Big man Vin in the building. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Yes, Peter, I'm well, man. I think I'm going back to the older comments. I am behind. Everyone sell everything. Too many celebrities putting out memes. Now porn stars are coming into the building. Sounds like the top. left cycle now. It's over. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Thank you, David. Appreciate that, man. Can quant steal 10x? Absolutely. Look, quant is a lot of VCs are waiting for that pump. Let's just say that. 10x might be a bit too much, I would say. Having said that, I can honestly say that would be the least. QNT. Let's have a look at Quant here. $83. I mean, listen, it was doing this in 2023, 2022. Bloody hell, $83. $1 billion in market cap. So the market cap is down 3%. Volume is down significantly. And decent exchange listings, of course, one of the big boys. But I'd say let's have a look at the market cap. So Quant went as high as $4 billion. It's 3x below that. So, yeah, I mean, the all-time high over here was, what was that, on the top 500? Yeah, it's about $500. Sorry, price. What was the price of Quant? Yeah. Let's have a look. Peak. Listen, potentially. I mean, that will be $10 billion, right? So, yeah, potentially, man. The memes are important to get the attention, to understand the digital wallets before they get, yeah, absolutely. Could be the next Terra Luna, and the catalyst would be the bear market. We're going to have some monumental F-up. That's 100% guaranteed, bro. OFN at great price. Absolutely, man. Bro, today, honestly, AI and gaming today is like paradise. AI, I mean, for example, Hash AI, which is a GPU project that was $400 million. Right now it's at 75 million. OXO, which never came below 250 to 300. You know, it's ridiculous. OFN right now, 17, what was it? 17, 20, 27, 28 cents, maybe 29. So yeah, plenty of madness to BTC to $500. Yeah, that sounds like Superman in 2022. Yeah, there is possibility. Honestly, I've just seen the website for the first time. So yeah, you could potentially do that. What do you think the likelihood? What's going on, Sammy? G Swift going to $1 billion? It's possible, man. It's possible. It's already. I mean, it's going to be tough, but it's possible. Get to 700. Yeah, that's the kind of number I was thinking. Mining fiat, absolutely. Smash the like, Gion. What's going on, bro? I kid you not, man. I like that. I like your display picture there, bro. I swear. I thought it was crypto gains for a minute, man. Jeez. Crypto went out fishing. DXB, you need to visit the US. We'll go fishing together in the yacht. Yeah, definitely, man. I was in New York in Christmas. Went upstate New York in Rochester, Buffalo, and then I was over in. I flew in from Orlando into New York, spent a bit of time there, then went upstate, and then came back down. So I do come to the US, man. I like it. Everybody says good morning to you, which is unbelievable compared to coming from the UK. Not this community is going to say we already bought the dip. Done with USDT mine. Blow up the space on my way to a business owner. Yeah, absolutely, man. Honestly, I can't wait to see you here, bro. Few of the legends will be down over here. So definitely I'll be checking. I'll be waiting for you guys. What is going on, Mr. Chow? For Sats, please. Good live. Thank you, brother. Let's have a look at Sats. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Satoshi Exchange. Let's have a look. Sato Exchange. I haven't come across this one before. So let me know if this is the one you mean, because there's nothing over here. And yeah, but thanks a lot, man. Thanks for giving us a shout out. Guys, don't forget to smash the like, because I'm telling you, man, in this community, you find a lot of sanity. Big Ben in the house. What is happening, bro? Some wealth is created during the downturns. 100%, man. Take advantage, accumulate. We won't find these prices again. Listen, March was an example of these prices. Imagine if we said to ourselves, we're going to have a March where we got these entries. You'll have the likes of, Tectum at $10, Echelon Prime at $11. So many projects to name. I can't even think of it. But AI today, I'm telling you right now, AI is completely a ghost town, right? AI has been completely blown up. We need to talk about ZF as well. Congratulations to my guy Chile in the Discord, who absolutely rinsed the arbitrage on this. Fantastic work. And listen, that little correction just saw complete meltdown. $11 million, very good project, has already made significant. I mean, this is up 70x from the all-time low, right? So it has already made money, and it will continue to make money for people. But what I would say is the ghost chain that is AI, the numbers look absolutely terrible. And I love the blood on the streets, or blood on the dance floor if you're doing a Michael Jackson. This is where we need to play, guys. You will find your next 20, 30x cryptocurrency in a list like this. And I haven't even included some of the low cap gems. But for those of you that are joining us now, just to do a quick recap, everybody's been emotional in the industry if they're expecting their wallets to be absolutely full of green candles and unbelievable amounts of money, because this is not how it works. You've got to prepare for a traditional cycle and then take money out in these in the likely event that we have something like we did in the past. This is number one. You can see there. This is one. So that was the first pump over here. That's very clear, guys. This is 2021 cycle. And this one over here is number two, right? So this one is number two over here. So that is your entire bull market data squeezed into. And again, sadly, we don't want people to come back and hope for this attempt over here. If you see over here, this was a massive, massive attempt where everybody got bullish again and they got completely and utterly screwed, right? Completely and utterly screwed. So this is the top. What I'm showing you right there is 2021. And, everybody can see exactly what's happened there. Humongous rally over here. And everybody thought, oh, man, this is all the altcoins that are going to move together in this first phase here. So this is where we want to sell as much as we can. That leg is going to be your life-changing money, phase one. Do not screw phase one, because the chances are in phase two, you will not, if you're not dealing with what's going on now, if you're not dealing with that drop, you are very unlikely to stick around and be mentally healthy for phase bloody two. That's why I'm saying to everyone, just chill out, relax, and look at the bigger picture, guys. Look how this is going to be, this chart over here is gonna remind you guys. And honestly, I do this in every cycle for myself. I look at the previous pump and how high that went, and I want to be participating. Imagine, right now, let me just show you something else over here, because I think sometimes people will benefit from something like this. All right. So if you look over here, this is the Bitcoin halving, right? Let me go and show you what I'm talking about over here. So let's say Bitcoin halving here, right? So where we are right now is potentially, if you zoom into this, Right. So look at the Bitcoin halving, guys. This is the halving over here, May 2023. And this is why everybody has to just chill out, relax, and understand you don't want to miss. So this is your halving and post-halving period. So if we, and again, without the ETFs, without the bloody ETFs, that means more liquidity for us. You know, we were waiting for traders and some big money, but majority of the time, this was made up of retail investors. So we had this halving over here in this blue line. And then we went through these monthly candles over here, sideways action, right? Let's go to the monthly. Let's go to the monthly, guys. The monthly will be much, much better. Boom, boom. Sorry, let me just turn these off. Okay. So the monthly is going to always be, what am I doing? All right. So let's have a look at this. And we've got this bit here. We've got the halving and post-halving. But if you see the date here around September, right? That's what you need to watch out for, guys. September was absolute madness. It was some of the best time that you could have accumulated for. Okay. And if you look at now, we could be coming down a bit more. This is the monthly your stochastic RSI over there. So look at that. You know, we're pretty much at the top of that. But have a look at this, guys. This is where we are. And this is the halving, right? This is the absolute halving. What you want to do is you want to participate as an investor. You want to be here. This is where we are. This is why these months are very, very crucial. Because if we can participate in this run over here, and this run all the way to, I'll never forget this. I mean, this first peak was over here, and that was around April. And then, of course, we had a bit of a, you know, the second peak over here in November. But there you go. That's your entire bull market. You struggled for 4 years, and now you want to F this up. You want to F this accumulation period here before we go into the election season. Nah, you can't. I can't let you do that. I'm sorry. I can't let you do that. So all I'm saying to you is cut the BS, mine some USDT, sell some stuff on Craigslist, get on eBay, buy what you want to buy, hold, and don't compare it to anything else, because there's no comparison in this cycle. And there are no experts out there that can tell you how this is going to go. But honestly, I say honestly, I mean, with the best intentions over here, guys, please don't F this up. You are over here. Do not F this up. This is what you need. That second one is going to be extremely volatile, and you might be scared. Now, this could come. It could come early. It could go traditional cycle. But why does everybody talk about this peak? November 2021 is a wick. For God's sake, that's a wick. Why is everybody, like all the experts tell you, the heights of Bitcoin for November? Nah, it's a different story for alts. We had 2 pumps, and that was it. Smash a like, guys. Smash a like. Sorry, I went into it. Tonight is a different kind of show. I don't want to talk about coins tonight. I want to talk about the psychology of winning and losing in a bear market, in a bull market. And your worst enemies, you're that person that changes their money into other projects, and you sell at a loss, and it's all a mess. Get a grip and get everything together. Peter said, even if the bull run is over, Casper may not go that much down. I think that's also a false sense of security. When I talk about blue chips, every single blue chip in the last bear market went absolutely tumbling, without exception, right? And then on top of that, you had the Black Swan events, you had your FTXs, the Lunas, you get all of that stuff. So, of course, it's a fair launch, it's a great project, but do not think that these cryptocurrencies, I personally, if I was to give you an advice, I would say go with a mindset of not selling anything. I mean, not holding anything for the next bear market. I don't care what it is. Like, I plan to sell 60 different cryptocurrencies during this blue phase, in which we are about here. That's where we are. This is where we are right now. June 2020. That's your goal right here. Catch this wave and you're good. Catalyst for the next bear market will be Adam Schiff finally finds the extra BTC. It could be. Or it could be Kim Kardashian launching a token. Thinks he's hiding this 21 million. Unbelievable, bro. Fat fingers. It's Mr. T in the building. What's going on, bro? Good to have you. Yeah, I'm not really gonna listen. I don't know that project, brother. I'll have to investigate it for you, and I'll look into it. But it doesn't look like it's well known. AI is the narrative, absolutely. And if AI is the narrative, why aren't people buying the depression? They probably are, but just fill with a quality bag. What else has been said? These coins can sneak up on us. Yeah, they are. I think that's the whole entire point. But guys, look, if you have, honestly, if you've got like a $40,000, $50,000 portfolio, a $20,000, $15,000 portfolio, I honestly believe in this cycle we will be rudely awoken by the gains in the portfolio. Honestly, just focus on buying the best you can, because it is very subjective. None of these tokens belong to me, but I love them, and I put them where I put my money where my mouth is. But guys, if you look at the overall performance of the market, we've just been tanking. And look at the stuff that's up today. Casper, absolute ridiculous, but the rest I don't recognize. My biggest losses always are my fundamental holdings. So I have two things to do. One, do I buy more to bring down my average cost? Absolutely, because we want to take advantage. We want to teleport ourselves back to the future to correct the past mistakes. So I'm looking at these losers today. Alpha is down. Really, Alpha's held up quite well, but it's down 4%. Tectum is down 6%. Tectum at $10. I bought a couple of hundred today. Based AI, 6%. AI Tech, nearly 6%. Corporate World, nearly 10.5%. So the game's at where it needs to be. We are 100% where we need to be. And I am telling you now, based on the charting, based on all of the things that I'm looking at, wake up tomorrow morning and become a different investor. If you refresh the portfolio every 10 minutes, your life is not going to go anywhere. You're going to be like, okay, I'm in the car, refresh, I'm in the toilet, refresh that portfolio. And we're going to do it, guys. It's not healthy, but we do it. I do it. Right? I'm not sure about the toilet one, but we do it. Hello in Belton in the building. What's going on, my sister? Who cut it? Guys, smash a like. We want at least all of the attendance of this wonderful live stream to smash a like. If mainland China approves and embraces crypto, do you think, oh man, do you see the entire market going, oh my God, listen, I'll put my hands on my head and say, guys, China is already here, but people don't know about it. Entire BTC layer 2 narrative is driven from the East. Singapore, Vietnam, China. Obviously, Hong Kong is China. Now, why do I think the Chinese are absolutely important to crypto? I'll tell you a couple of reasons to be extremely bullish about everything that I know. I've been to Singapore and I know what's going on in terms of the adoption, the perception of cryptocurrency. And of course, Singapore is a leader in that. Now, let me tell you something about the Chinese people don't actually know. The Chinese consumer of today is not what the Chinese consumer was in the 90s, right? China has more millionaires and billionaires than probably just second to the US. So there's a massive, huge middle class. People get it twisted. Like they think China is a communist country. It's a mixed economy, right? The Chinese go to Macau and Singapore to gamble. All right. Okay. So now you've got part of China with spot ETFs. Okay. Let me see. Where do you think the Chinese people will go and start doing all of the crazy things that we do as degen in crypto? Of course, they're going to go to their own country, which is Hong Kong, and Hong Kong has approved. So when people say Hong Kong has approved the ETF, oh, we wish China unbans crypto. What are you talking about? China is, or Hong Kong is China. So the Chinese in the East will drive us into another narrative. And I think that's a fantastic observation there, Joe, because I think people don't have any idea. They've never been like, a lot of people haven't seen the Chinese culture now. You go to London or New York or Los Angeles, or you go to, your favorite designer brand. Who are the buyers? Chinese customers. Go to luxury cars. Chinese. China is going to be, look, in the next decade, or I don't know when, but they will overtake the US as the largest economy in the world. And with that comes with the affluence. This year, in this bull market, you just see some of these BTC layer 2 protocols all dominated from the East. So yeah, I think China will send us to a different level. I think that the blue phase may have been yesterday. Possibly, yeah. That would be a catalyst, right? Hey, what's going on from Greece, Mr. DXP? Good to have you. And I promise you, I will definitely take a look at your project. And beautiful Greece. I'd love to come over to Greece and have some meat over there. Culture, food, beauty. Still bullish on AI tech. Absolutely. T13. Yeah, never been as bullish. Why? Because it has catalysts and fundamentals that will send us much higher up from this market cap. So yeah, don't hate them, don't date them, just trade them for better life outside of crypto. Man, listen, next bear market, I'll be here by myself. You guys will all be in yachts somewhere in the Caribbean, Bahamas, in Dubai, Singapore, wherever you are. You're going to be somewhere quite nice. Notice I didn't say London. Hey, bro, can you please break down the tokenomics of Merlin chain? Yeah, they're not that great. I think I've already done that. There is a video in our Discord on our Patreon as well. But Merl, just like with these other big cryptocurrencies, came out with very little of the tokens out. All right. Circulating supply, 360 million. Total supply. And again, listen, I've seen worse, by the way. But you notice maximum supply, there's no cap. Fully diluted, $800 million. And listen, I do like this project. I remember doing a buy alert for this, and we did agree at the time it was just an exposure, but it will come down. So I do hold a tiny amount of Merlin chain. But between the airdrop, the bad tokenomics, it should run, it should do well. But it's just, I believe there might be better BTC plays. So what I've done is they call themselves a native Bitcoin layer 2. Now you notice they have Polygon here. It's impossible to do ZK on Bitcoin. And what I really loved and where I learned that from was the founder of Merlin Chain, who absolutely talked about that in an AMA. So they partnered with Polygon, but they they can't do ZK yet. And he was the first guy who blew the whistle into that. And they've got a massive TVL, right? So it will do well. I think the crypto rank tokenomics, let's have a look. We'll probably do a more depth in video. Don't really want to focus too many coins, but there is several unlocks. There's 1 in 5 days, which is ginormous. So it'd be 35% of the market cap. So whatever that's unlocked, there's going to be quite a bit coming onto the market. So yeah, maybe buy this in 5 days. And another one to be aware of, I talked about it a little bit, was today's unlock for GFAL. This is quite significant if you are an investor in GFAL, if you believe in GFAL, if you want to DCA into GFAL, guys, the time is now. Why am I saying that? Because this unlock over here, this was round 6, right? So round 6 unlock, let's go here, June. And this was a private round. And of course, a small, tokens for the team. So far, so good. The next one after that will be July, 29 days after that. And then, of course, August. And then you can see here, finally, September 14, they have another one over there. So GFAL is all the time is getting rid of people. All right. And whilst we're in the subject of tokenomics, any of these other ones, I don't think any of us hold them. Rejuve AI. What else is happening? Yeah, I think the rest are pretty insignificant in terms of unlocks, in my personal opinion. So yeah, up and coming ones. I mean, just the usual suspects. AIT protocol is going to be further down on, I think AIT protocol today as well. So you've got a triple whammy. You've got token unlocks, you've got dead market, and you've got all kinds of people lining up their pockets. So welcome to the last cycle item, 4,800 into 115,000. Just hold, nothing else. Absolutely, bro. Listen, that's significant amount as well. A lot of money there. New life, what's happening? Mint layer price prediction. ML, I would say comfortably. Sorry, one of my guys has just edited the. Yeah, sorry. I did have a prediction here, but one of my guys has gone in and did his thing. But listen, I can give you a prediction anyway. I think mint layer does a possible. I'm getting more bullish by the day. The more this shit continues to drop, the better that the outlook is going to be. So I would say probably 30x minimum, and then obviously in a bull case, those 70x's are absolutely in play for mint layer. And because of Enrico's experience in DeFi, I think the team know what they're doing. 21 cents. What is this? Fully diluted right now is 126 million. So 30x from there is not the worst thing that can happen in terms of price prediction. And I think that's even quite conservative. Living on living on a prayer, bro. Absolutely brilliant. Doing fine, my brother. Loving the positive energy. Thank you so much, in Belta. Look, I think, I'm not just being bullish, but what I would say is I wake up in the morning and the only thing I worry about is the mental health of the community. I wish I could swing my camera over there. I can see what the price targets are. I can adjust them, but at the end of the day, guys, if you look at the chart, the charts don't lie. Of course, you have to conflate with other things, but the charts don't never lie. Falcon X, I'll take one more, then I've got to go to the airport. Oh shoot, I've got to go to the airport. Falc X. If you want me to buy it as a brother, I will. 12 million. Yeah, looks good. I mean, this was 8 million the other day. Trading volume is up. I think Patriot is buying majority of these. So yeah, congrats, brother. Absolutely congrats with your Falc X. Big man Sanj in the building. How the tokenomics of Mavia. I will check that for you, bro. I've looked into them and I do like them. They're not the most horrible unlocks. In fact, I'll probably make a video because I've got to go to the airport. I think the plane has landed, but definitely there is a massive unlock on that time. But I'm gonna write it out because I think I'm buying it for. I just know that the price will not be the same as it is what it is right now. So I'm definitely buying that for the normies. I'm buying that for the Coinbase wallet. And I'm buying that as the main game that they will interact with once they start flooding into Coinbase. So definitely, bro. Are you bullish on gaming? Are you bullish on gaming? Yes. Albert, what's going on, bro? Price prediction for Miria. Thank you, brother. You're welcome. Listen, I do have good price prediction for Miria. My initial one was kind of conservative when it was higher, around 20x. I think I can give Miria about 30x from here. 20 to 30x is quite reasonable. I'll take a couple of more. You said you were in the toilet. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. We get our best ideas. I have few cycles to go before I can. Yeah, my bro. Now listen, we'll have the yacht party. We'll get a rental yacht. Don't worry, and we'll go to Formula One, bro. Yeah, Aussie, I really got to shoot, bro. But next time, guys, listen, I love you all. Apologies, I can't get to everybody. Hugo, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that. But let's hook up again. We can always do another live session because I think the mental health of the community is far more important than anything else. But yeah, definitely, man. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. Stay blessed. And don't forget, whatever you do, take one more look. Do not miss. Do not screw this blue. This is where you are right now. Do not F this up, guys. This is where we are right now. And you need to get out of here. And just wait for whatever happens here. If you buy again, maybe we're lucky we get a second run, right? But don't screw that up, guys. Be calm, be collected, be measured. Buy what you need to buy and don't buy whatever you think is not going to make you money. Lots of love. Take care, Muzz. My big brother Muzz, man. I need to catch up with you, bro. I need to catch up with you soon, man. Love that guy. Cheers, bro. Take care, everyone. Good night.